Hello viewers, I am Ayuade Adedeji Moses. I'm a clinical nutritionist and a nutritional consultant at Adidam's Nutrition Consult. In my last video, I talked about diabetes mellitus and the effect of added sugar in the body. That is the part 1. In the part 1 of this video, I talked about the prevalence of diabetes mellitus around the world, in Africa and in Nigeria. I talked about what diabetes is and talked about the risk factors to predispose an individual into developing diabetes mellitus. I talked about the complications of diabetes mellitus. In this video, which is the part 2 of this video, I'll be talking about types of diabetes. I'll be talking about the complications of type 1 and type 2 diabetes, and I'll be talking about the management of diabetes mellitus. In my last video, I defined what diabetes is. I said diabetes is a metabolic disease that can occur when the blood sugar level is higher than the normal range. And when talking about the normal range of blood sugar levels, I said that the blood sugar level for a fasting blood sugar is 70 to 99 milligram per deciliter, and pre-diabetic or borderline is 100 to 125 milligram per deciliter, while diabetes is 125 milligram per deciliter. Diabetes occurs as a result of the individual body's not producing enough insulin, or the insulin produced is not effective. When talking about types of diabetes, we have 3 major types of diabetes. 1. Type 1 diabetes, also known as juvenile diabetes. This type occurs when the body fails to produce insulin, and this occurs when the immune system of an individual attacks and destroys cells in the pancreas where the insulin is made. People with type 1 diabetes are insulin dependent, which means they must take artificial insulin daily to stay alive. The second type of diabetes is type 2 diabetes, and this affects the body in the way it uses the insulin. Though the body may make insulin, but unlike type 1 diabetes, the cells in the body do not respond to the production of insulin effectively as they should ought to be doing. And this is the most common type of diabetes. It has strong links with obesity. The body becomes resistant to insulin and sugar builds up in the blood. When talking about type 1 and type 2 diabetes, type 1 diabetes takes up about 10 to 15% cases of all types of diabetes cases, while type 2 diabetes takes up to 85 to 90% of all cases of diabetes mellitus. The third type of diabetes that we have is gestational diabetes. Gestational diabetes. This occurs in women during pregnancy, when the body can become less sensitive to insulin production in the body. Gestational diabetes does not occur in all women and usually resolves after giving birth. When we have high blood sugar during pregnancy, insulin blocking hormones are produced by the placenta, and this causes discusses this type of diabetes. The gestational diabetes occurs between 24th and 28th week of pregnancy. Complications of type 1 and type 2 diabetes include the following: 1. Heart disease. 2. Nerve damage. 3. Kidney damage. 4. Vision damage. 5. Foot damage, which may lead to amputations. 6. Mouth conditions such as gum or tooth decay. 7. High blood pressure. 8. Stroke. 9. Loss of memory. These are the signs of type 1 and type 2 diabetes, and these include: 1. Excessive thirst. 2. Excessive hunger. 3. Excessive sweating. 4. Excessive urination. 5. Blurred vision. 6. Excessive sleepiness. 7. Weight loss. 8. Rapid heartbeat. 9. Slurred speech. 10. Confusion. 11. Numbness in fingers, toes, and lips. There are 3 approaches in managing diabetes mellitus. These are physical activity, diet, and drug. In this video, which is the second part of this video, I will be talking about physical activity and diet. How you can use physical activity and diet in managing diabetes mellitus. When talking about physical activity tends to help the body to be more sensitive to insulin, and this helps in the management of diabetes. During exercise, less insulin is used in maintaining the blood sugar level. We have physical activities or exercises such as walking, cycling, swimming, team sports, aerobic dance, and weightlifting. It has been researched that it is good to begin exercising around 30 minutes after the consumption of a meal. Also, physical activity or exercise will also help in losing weight. Daily exercise is recommended. There should be regular exercises of about 150 minutes per week. When talking about the dietary management of diabetes mellitus, dietary modifications is key in managing diabetes mellitus. This helps in delaying or reducing the rate of development of diabetes complications. And these are the general dietary guidelines for managing diabetes mellitus, and these include: 1. Consume low calories and low fat diet. This will work out for weight management and reduce the risks for developing diabetes. 2. Consume high fiber diet. 14 gram fiber per 1000 kilocalories is good. 3. Consume low glycemic index food that are very rich in fiber and other nutrients. Foods with a low glycemic index cause your blood sugar to rise gradually and not quickly after consuming them, and this has proven to help reduce blood sugar in the bloodstream. Examples of low glycemic foods include the following: whole wheat bread, oats, barley, legumes such as beans, peas, lentils, leafy vegetables, fruits such as apples, oranges, pear, grapefruit, banana, plantain. Another example of food that are very low in that are having low glycemic index are milk and yogurt. We also have yams, sweet potato, and brown rice. 4. You should abstain from alcohol consumption, or you can take moderate consumption of alcohol. 5. Ensure that sucrose-containing foods be replaced with other carbohydrates. 6. Carbohydrates from fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, and low-fat mixed sauces are highly encouraged. So consume food from these sources. 7. In terms of non-nutritive sweeteners, sugar, alcohols, it must be consumed with the daily intake levels, which means an individual shouldn't take or shouldn't consume more than the daily intake level. 8. An individual should limit the consumption of saturated fat to less than 7% of total calories consumed for a day. 9. Reduce the consumption or the intake of trans fat. 10. Dietary cholesterol should be reduced to less than 200 milligrams per day, and this is to reduce the risk of developing cardiovascular disease. 11. There should be increased consumption of diet high in polyunsaturated fatty acids. Then 12, which is the last dietary guideline, is reduced intake of sodium. An individual shouldn't take more than 2,300 milligrams per day of sodium. If an individual that has diabetes can follow all these guidelines, can follow all this dietary guideline, such individual can live a healthy lifestyle if all these are adhered to. Thank you for viewing this video. Please, I want you to like and share this video. I want you to subscribe to this YouTube channel for more nutrition tips on healthy living. I am Ayuade Adedeji Moses. I'm a clinical nutritionist and a nutritional consultant at Adidam's Nutrition Consult. Thank you. Stay safe.